Hey everyone, Robin Openshaw here. I'm the Green Smoothie Girl online. I know you often wonder if organic certified food is worth the money. It is because they cannot use genetically modified ingredients and they cannot use the most toxic of herbicides such as Roundup. However, you may want to know what they can put on our food. So I went on a little Googling and AI journey and wanted to share with you what I found. You can do all this searching on your own to verify what I'm showing you here, which is a great exercise anyway in finding the truth about your food. So first I asked Google what the standards are. So as you use AI, push past with another Google search if something seems vague to you. So they prohibit the use of synthetic materials and genetic engineering. Good, we like that. But notice that they don't say they ban all synthetic materials. And since I know that they do allow plenty of synthetic materials, even if not Roundup, I pushed past that with my next search. So we like this. They want livestock to not be fed growth hormones and antibiotics. We don't like preservatives, but we still don't know what these prohibited substances are. And banning artificial flavors is good, but natural flavors are not nearly as natural as you'd like to think. Generally made from GMO corn products and unknown other substances. Good luck trying to find out what they are. But it's pretty obvious corn doesn't have a wide variety of flavors, right? As you can see here, Google doesn't easily cough up what the prohibited substances are. In this next screen, I learned that to get an organic certificate, I have to apply. I have to have an on-site inspection. I don't know what they're inspecting for exactly. I have to pay a certifying agency to review my application and inspection report, and I have to receive a certificate from them. This is sort of less than helpful. I know the steps, but I still don't know what they allow to be put on our produce and ingredients for all the packaged foods that is most of what Americans eat. So let's go deeper. Here are some of the things that are allowed to be applied to organically grown produce. You see that pyrethrins are made from chrysanthemums, which makes sense since any decent gardener knows to put marigolds, similar to chrysanthemums but smaller, in their garden here and there as a natural insect repellent. But I searched around and I find that pyrethroids are an entirely chemical product molecularly similar to the natural insect repellent found in marigolds and chrysanthemums, or pyrethrins. Anyway, I don't want to overestimate your interest looking up all of these chemicals that are allowed on organic produce, but let's just take this last one, sodium hypochlorite, and look up its toxicity. So as you can see, death of tissues or necrosis, or your whole body becoming acidic, are among the possible side effects of exposure to this chemical. There's also burning of the eyes, nose, and throat, and swelling in your respiratory system. Just to circle back, I don't think you can use the entirely synthetic pyrethroids on organic produce, but for your future awareness, whatever they find in plants that does something that they want to bottle for some purpose, I always find that they find chemicals to mimic it. Even if you believe that they are molecularly the same, and they really don't have to be, they can just be similar, there's the problems with all the acids and solvents and reducing and purifying chemicals that are used, and some of it ends up in the product that you eat. So if the reason the pyrethroid kills insects is that it paralyzes their nervous system till they die, shouldn't we also ask, what does it do to humans' nervous systems? Here we find that there are 6 chemicals that make up the pyrethroids. So you can find where the CDC has posted information about the toxicity of the substance used on our food. I looked there and clicked in to look at the known toxic effects of pyrethroids on human health. As you can see, CDC is well aware that these chemicals cause nervous system and brain damage to humans, causing confusion, headaches, dizziness, and lack of awareness. But they don't dare do studies on humans on reproduction, but animals show reproductive harm. In conclusion, it's not very fun to discover that even our organic produce may be sprayed with chemicals we would never want to eat or feed our children. And I don't want to scare you so much as educate you. And yes, certified organic is still better and worth the money, and also far from perfect. To be certified organic, you aren't limited to the old way of growing crops that involves just manure and decayed plant matter that we call compost, maybe some marigolds. So, what to do? Animal products have far higher concentrations of the toxic chemicals sprayed on plants versus plant foods, even conventionally grown plant foods. Not to mention that the vast majority of them are fed or injected with GMO foods, vaccines, steroids, hormones, and antibiotics. So eat the fruits, vegetables, greens, legumes, grains, nuts, and seeds that God put on the earth that have successfully fed people for thousands of years before cancer went from 1 in 200 to 1 in 2. And autoimmune and neurological disorders went exponential. So support organic whole foods by buying them and being one of the few remaining willing to prepare your own food. It gives you better health and some pleasure in making your own family's food. And grow some of your own. We'll put a link to our favorite tower below to grow greens and herbs inside or in your garage or on your porch. Green smoothies are a great way to get lots of foods in your diet that have dozens of compounds known to help your body detoxify and support your good health. People always ask me if I sell green smoothies for a living. Actually, I've never sold a green smoothie in my life because it's something that you need to make in your own kitchen. Some year old by the time you eat it, powdered greens product doesn't come anywhere close nutritionally. So I don't sell that either. Those greens powders are made from the throwaway parts of the greens that don't get sold in the grocery stores and used in restaurants. So truly grow organically in a garden if you have a yard. Grow in buckets or boxes or even bags on a sunny porch if you don't have a yard and live in an apartment or condo. And wash the produce well before you eat it. Thanks for following Green Smoothie Girl and supporting my work the last 18 years. I hope this is helpful for you, and I will see you next time.